It will ensure not just our survival, but our prosperity.
Whoa. Nuclear power? That's a disaster waiting to happen.
Not in our hands. I assure you this is the answer. This is the future. The reactor is close to ready, but recent tests have determined we have a few tasks ahead of us. Thus, we come to Phase 3, and to how you will help.
Sir.
Yes, Dr. Ayo. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operations, yes? Well, he is gone. While I am not overly fond of putting my own mother in harm's way, she has proven more than capable of handling herself.
Yes, but...
This is not a matter for debate. Now, there is one more subject that requires discussion.
I don't know that this is the time.
Dr. Holdren, it is time. Please, as I'm sure several of you are already aware, I have been under Dr. Volkert's care for some time. I'm sorry, this is difficult for me. Our best efforts have failed. Every experimental treatment we could devise has been unsuccessful. I'm sorry to say I am dying.
What?
Can't be serious.
Everyone, please, I am sorry. This is not how I wanted to tell you, but we're running out of time.
This can't be happening. I only just found you.
I've had the same thoughts more than a few times. But we cannot let this stop us. Our work must continue. We can talk more later. Right now, the future of the Institute is at stake. The Institute cannot survive without leadership. The Directorate must continue to govern with the best interest of all in mind. To that end, I am naming my mother as my successor.
Oh, boy. You can't be serious!
Really?
Seems a poor choice.
How can you possibly justify this? She isn't one of us. She isn't even a scientist.
Ignoring your borderline, insubordinate tone, I will simply say this. The Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is a leader. I believe my mother has already proven herself more than capable in that regard. This will conclude this meeting. Thank you.
My compliments on getting B592 back to us so quickly.
Dr. Lee.
Well, have you decided to get the evidence from Virgil's lab? Or is this just another waste of my time?
Whatever.
Let your surroundings be a reminder of what science and willpower can accomplish.
I had no idea.
I know this is... well, it's a lot to take in at once. I'm sorry, Mother. I hope it wasn't too presumptuous of me to put you in charge without even asking first.
I can do the job.
Of course you can. That's why I made the decision. There's no question that some of the Directorate and the Institute at large will need reassurances about your appointment. That's why I'd like you to take charge of this latest operation. Dr. Fillmore can fill you in on the details. There are hard decisions ahead, for all of us. But for you especially. I know that you'll do the right thing.
Aren't you off to a good start? That's important. For me. Really, your work is going to save me a lot of time. Go and fetch the flame. Bring it to the Cecellum. Light the great torch. How are you going to be me if you can't even do what me tells you? Speak to Arctis and Dervenin, the High Priest at the Cecellum Arden Sul. They can explain what needs to be done.
Nice work bringing that rogue synth back. From what I hear, that rogue synth at Libertalia was a real menace. Glad it's back where it belongs.
Busy day for you, isn't it? Well, it's about to get busier. You're going to lead this operation, I'm told.
I need some details here. I have no idea what I'm getting into.
Of course, that's why we're talking. Otherwise, you'd be up top already. Recent events have upset our timetable. Getting
The
reactor
Great
online
Torch.
has become our #1 priority. It needs to be running, well, yesterday. We're going to have to cut some corners. I'm not thrilled, but it means we'll need to rely on some pre-war tech. You're going to the mass fusion building to acquire
The
a Delirium
flame.
agitator for us.
Ah, man. I have one of those, but it's in my other pants.
You wouldn't recognize one if it fell on your head. That's why I'm going to retrieve it.
Is that really necessary? I'm sure I could handle this by myself.
Yes, it really is. Not only is this tech sensitive, it's old. Look, I'll take care of it. You just make sure I come back in one piece.
Sounds good. I'd appreciate the company.
Not as much as I'd appreciate coming back in one piece. I don't like going above ground unless there's no other option. But here we are, with our options dwindling quickly. Not to put more pressure on you, but we have to move quickly on this. Word is that the Brotherhood is nosing around the area. We don't want them getting the agitator before we do. Head on up to the relay, and I'll meet you there. You were right. The Brotherhood sure is here. Guess we'll have to go through them.
Intruder alert!
Growling and begging.
Retreat! Lost visual. Caught you. Elder.
Again. I'm about halfway to kicking your ass and taking your name. Kids, don't try this at home. I'm a trained professional.
No sign of the agitator. We'll have to search the rest of the building.
Over here. Over
You
here.
don't know who you're messing with, fool. Okay, you're going down.
Recommend immediate repairs to primary systems to ensure continued operation.
Allie, if I was a pre-war tech conglomerate... There's the reactor. Not a bad piece of work for its time. Guess they weren't so good at mitigating radiation back in those days.
Now cycling airlock. Please wait.
I'll monitor things from
Initiating decontamination sequence. Decontamination complete. You may proceed.
the thing we're looking for, the agitator. It should be in a port at the top of the reactor. Got it? Good. I've had about enough of this little field trip.
Please wait. Decontamination complete.
These guys just don't know when they're beaten, do they? I'll help the synths buy some time. Make sure you get back to the Institute with the agitator.
Detected by order of the Institute. You must be destroyed.
Damn it! Need backup!
Sounds like things are pretty bad in bioscience. I hope you can resolve the situation.
Parkour!
For goodness sake, be reasonable. I know you can hear me, now open this door.